You might see an item on your to-do list that was there a week ago or maybe even a month ago, but you still aren't up to tackling it. Procrastination can occur because you either dread tackling the issue or you feel you want to think about the matter a little more. Either way, it makes you less productive and efficient. Hi, I'm Dave Edwards. Today we're going to talk about procrastination in the workplace. Maybe it affects you, maybe someone that you know or work with. If you like these kinds of videos on productivity, leadership, and management issues, can I ask a favor, please? Click that subscribe button and the like button below. No one knows why some people procrastinate, but the phenomena actually has a scientific name. Are you ready? Temporal discounting. Sounds important, huh? Procrastinators or temporal discounters would rather experience a smaller win by completing an easier task more quickly than receiving a larger reward by taking on a bigger project. According to a study in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology, people need to have a broader view of a project rather than overthinking the bigger issues. It's kind of a form of anxiety. Typically, a procrastinator might see something on their task list and second think their ability to address the problem and actually even fear, like, what could go wrong if I screw this up? If you can relate to this approach, you're not alone. A University of Michigan study found that 73% of adults between the ages of 25 and 35 overthink, as do 52% of those between the ages of 45 and 55 years old. So how do you know if you have a problem with procrastination? Let me ask you a couple of questions. Do you have a lot of items on your to-do list that have been there for a long time? Do you find yourself avoiding high priority tasks while spending more time on the easier, lower priority projects? Do you check your email frequently during the day and start quick responding to them, even though you intended to work on something else? If you can relate to any of those, I have 5 steps you can take to hopefully deal with your procrastination. First of all, when you're assigned a large, complex task, start by fully understanding what the successful outcome will look like. Then brainstorm all of the steps that might be needed to complete that task. Even though some of them might need to be revised along the way, start with that first task before thinking of the next step. Baby steps. Depending on their complexity, promise to take on 1 step per day or maybe even 1 step per week. Number 2, if holding yourself accountable doesn't work, tell a friend or a colleague about your project and the deadline. Ask them to check up on you. Number 3, reward yourself for completing the task. Promise yourself a treat, maybe a chocolate bar is just what you need when you want to celebrate. Number 4, eliminate distractions. Loud noise, other conversations may keep you from staying on task. If you work in a noisy office, consider noise cancellation headphones. You can find some soothing playlists to listen to or just enjoy the silence. And finally, number 5, are you more focused earlier in your workday or in the afternoon or after lunch? Focus on your most important tasks during that time of day. Once you've changed your ways, you might find yourself becoming a non-procrastinator. Researchers are beginning to study people who start a task right away and finish it as soon as possible. If you have any other tips on how to beat procrastination, post them below. I think we'd all like to see what works for you. And in the meantime, if you're interested in managing your time better, I want to remind you, I have this really great course on productivity and time management. It deals with all sorts of things, including procrastination, but so much more, like how to manage your email and your calendar and people who bug you at work. It's all in this course. Check it out. Go to my website, daveedwardsmedia.com, click on courses. It'll link you to the course. Take a good look at it. I've gotten great feedback from people who say it's really helped them stay on task and be more efficient and more productive in the workplace and in their personal life. So why don't you check it out? daveedwardsmedia.com, click on courses. I'm Dave Edwards. Thanks very much for joining me.